Hi, Barrick. Hi, Bella. How are you? How are y'all doing? I don't know why my capture card didn't initialize properly. Good, just chilling. Nice. Also, Barrick, the schedule is not already wrong. I did put an addendum in the thing that said, that Ace Attorney and Xenoblade X are interchangeable. I forgot something. Give me a sec. Okay, we actually back. So, we are starting the last case chronologically in the Ace Attorney series as of right now. Starting Turnabout Time Traveler.
I'm not completely heartless. I'll even throw that time machine you cherish so much overboard with you.
Please take me back! Back to that blissful moment!
It's almost time for the reception, milady.
It actually really worked.
So yeah, just a reminder, at the end of Spirit of Justice, last time, Apollo stayed in Kurain to make his own law agency.
Okay, let me make sure I've got this straight. When your magic panties appear, I do a backflip into a handstand, then blow out the candle. No, Athena, you've got it all wrong. You do a backflip through the ring of fire while holding the candle in your mouth. There's no way I'll ever be able to do that. Sure you can. I believe in you, Athena.
Trucy, what are you and Athena up to?
Athena's agreed to be a part-time performer in my magic show. I couldn't say no to some extra cash, but I probably should have thought it through first.
Yeah, I like these two a lot. I'm really sad that they don't interact, like, at all. Also, part of the reason why I'm starting so late is I needed to go to the store to get more tea.
Now it's human cannonball this, guillotine that. It's not like I have 9 lives, you know.
Made your bet, Athena. Now you've got to lie in it.
No, I'm too young to be taking out a life insurance policy already.
My name is Phoenix Wright. They honestly act like long-lost sisters. Yeah, I mean, they... It sounds a bit weird to phrase it like this, but, like, I would assume that Trucy kind of sees Athena as like an adopted sister, because like she hangs around the law offices all the time. I'm the head of this law office.
And since when did you become the head of this office, Daddy? I mean, who exactly does all the cleaning, accounting, and scheduling around here, huh?
You've got me there, Trucy. This is Trucy Wright. She's my adopted daughter and a magician.
And I'm Athena Sykes, the rising star lawyer of the Write Anything Agency.
Or rather, the rising star assistant to Trucy, you mean?
If I don't get back into a courtroom soon, I'm gonna forget everything I ever learned.
Speaking of the courtroom, we haven't exactly had any clients lately, have we? Oh wait, this is gonna be fucking Larry, isn't it? Business as slow as ever, huh, Nick? You made some more money back when you played the piano. Oh my god, Larry in 3D. Oh, long time no see. Larry? I haven't seen you in years. What brings you here all of a sudden? Some big news, that's what. Okay.
Who's this guy, boss? Why does he look... What the fuck is this, like, Yakuza-ass... Oh, like, coat he's wearing?
Who's Larry? He's a character from the original trilogy. He makes an appearance in games 1 and 3. And so, if you've been watching this stuff with Viv, we're on game 2 currently, so, we haven't seen Larry in a couple weeks. It's really interesting that they remixed his theme from, Ace Attorney 3.
Who's this guy, boss?
This is Larry Butts. He's, well, let's just say he's an old friend of mine. So, Larry, what's got so big that you had to come tell me in person? There's somebody I want you to meet. Hey, you can come in now. Right? Who is this? Oh, it's you.
How do you do?
Hi?
That dress. Is that a wedding dress? Yes, it is. My name is Ellen Wyatt.
Ellen Wyatt. You know, this 3D model actually looks pretty damn good. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm a domestic servant, a maid of the Sprocket household.
The Sprocket household.
Sprocket, as in Sprocket Aviation. Yes, that's the one. Oh, wow, Mr. Wright. Sprocket Aviation is a really big airline company. You've heard of Rainbow Airlines, right?
Rainbow.
The one they call RAL for short.
What a name, Sprocket, yeah. Yeah, that does sound familiar.
Well, it's run by Sprocket Aviation.
I see. What is a Sprocket family maid doing here in a wedding dress? So, actually, we've decided to get married. Oh my god, Larry! You what? I'm not so young anymore, you know? I figured it's time to finally settle down. What? You're getting married? No way, I don't believe it. Besides... why would someone as well put together as her choose someone as flaky as Larry? You're kidding, right? Jealous? I don't blame you, but green's really not your color, you know? You know, this... he really does look like a minor character in a Yakuza game, doesn't he? Especially this pose in 3D. Alright, Larry, lay it on me. We gotta look at Charlie. Charlie looks as lush and as green as ever. Thanks to Athena taking such good care of him. Guess I should pitch in every once in a while, too, huh? In all seriousness, Larry, are you really getting married? Not right away, but that's the plan. We're gonna elope, see? Like, love on the run, I guess you could say. Isn't that right, Ellie?
Larry, I do believe there's been a major misunderstanding here. My heart already belongs to another.
Okay, cool. Yeah, exactly.
Huh? I'm in love with Soren. Not you.
Say what? That's about what I thought. But Ellie, baby, are you running away with me so we could get married?
As I said, you misunderstand. You said you'd help me escape. That's the only reason, yes. Only one reason here. That's the only reason I ran away with you.
This is not happening. They even shook off the police for you. And for what? That's it. We can't be together. My life is over. I'm gonna end it. Oh, God, Larry. Wait, back up. You say you shook off the police? Yes, we had to because we're lovers on the lam. Sorry, Miss Wyatt, but can you maybe fill me in on what's going on?
To tell the truth, I'm being pursued by the police as a murder suspect.
Murder? Think you killed somebody?
I happened to find a dead body at my reception, so the suspicion fell onto me. They had me confined in a separate room. And that's when Larry came along and helped me escape.
I'm sorry, but what? Oh, Nick. Me and Ellie were gonna elope. We were gonna put it all on the line for true love. But the police tried to stop us, so we had to scramble to shake them off. Where did it all go wrong? I feel a migraine coming on.
Please help me. The police are sure to be intensifying their search. Look, it's even on TV.
More news on the murder suspect and an unidentified man on the run from the police. A photo of the suspect, Miss Ellen Wyatt, has just been released to the police. Sources say the 21-year-old is suspected of clubbing the victim. 25-year-old Dumas Gloomsbury. Oh my god, look at this man. Death in the wedding reception hall after her banquet. The two fugitives are said to be highly agitated and dangerous. If you see them... You've gotta be kidding me.
Oh, brother. I guess this means we're technically harboring a pair of fugitives here, huh?
Oh, Nick, what's a guy to do? Ellie's dumped me hardcore. I'm the one who should be crying. I haven't seen you in ages. Where have you been all this time? You don't know? You've really got to stop living under a rock and get out more. I'm the hippest, hottest picture book author in the business. Laurie Stoneham. Can't believe you didn't know I'm taking the picture book world by storm.
Oh, but I know you. You're the one who wrote Franzie's Whippity Whip Trip.
Oh my god, that is a callback to Ace Attorney 3. That exact title is a callback to Ace Attorney 3. That's great. I love that. Now that you mention it, I think I did hear something about a one-hit wonder. One-hit wonder? What the heck, Nick? I'll have you know I just created a brand new character to moderate acclaim. He's mildly popular with 18 to 24-year-old women everywhere. Look, you can see his cute self all over this jacket. What? Heart-shaped pork chop. He's not a pork chop. He's the main character in my latest picture book. A lovable little soul who pierces the hearts of lovers with his arrows of amour. Cute Piglet. You see this adorable fellow make his debut in You Piglet's lovey-dovey lark. In stores now. You sure? Because I've never seen that book in stores now or ever. Larry looks so ridiculous with all this extra stuff. It's fucking Larry. Well, if you ever do see it, do me a favor and buy a copy or 10, will ya? I thought you were taking the picture book world by storm. Anywho, you'll defend Helly in court, right, buddy?
Please, I'm begging you. I didn't murder anyone. I swear I'm as clean and as pure as this pure white dress.
No psyche locks? Guess that means she's telling the truth. Helping a fugitive on the run? What am I getting myself into?
There's actually one more thing I really need to tell you.
Oh?
You might find this hard to believe, but the truth is, I'm a time traveler.
Huh? I'm not sure I follow.
After the wedding reception, I was attacked. I was moments away from my death. But then, in that instant, I made a wish upon this pendant around my neck. And I went back in time to just before the reception started. Only, this time around, the man who was trying to kill me was already dead. And somehow, I became the suspect for his murder. It's as if history had been rewritten.
Now wait just a minute here. I don't understand. Are you saying that... What's going on?
Mr. Wright, there are police cars outside. And not just one or two, but a whole bunch. Daddy, a whole squad of officers has the building surrounded.
What? This is the police. There's no escape. Drop your weapons and come out with your hands up.
Nick, what do we do?
Heck if I know.
I see a bunch of armed officers out there. 1, 2, 3. 44, 45. Wow, talk about overkill.
Listen here, you criminals. Think about what you're putting your poor parents through. I'm sure this isn't how they raised you. Think about their smiling faces and their warm, home-cooked meals. Who the heck are you? Detective? No, hold on there. Hey, you can't go in there. It's too dangerous. Wait! Is this Emma?
Is everyone okay in here, Mr. Wright?
Yep. Emma?
I'm sorry for all the commotion.
So what in the world is going on?
Well, I raced over as soon as I heard that it was Mr. Butts who'd hold himself up here. With the murder suspect after he made off with her.
And the fleet of patrol cars?
The police are being extra careful. Because apparently a certain somebody yelled out, "Stay back, I have a bomb!"
Oh my god, really? Larry?
I'm sure you can guess who I'm talking about.
Well, the police were being so persistent. I had to do something, so I tried bluffing. You know, like you do in court, Nick. Please leave me out of this. Fucking Larry. Oh my god.
Oh, well, Mr. Wright, I'm bringing this young lady in for questioning. So if you want to talk with her, you'll have to do it down at the detention center.
I suppose I should thank you for your thoughtful gift of trouble and mayhem, Larry. Come on, Nick, we gotta get down to the detention center right away. Listen, Larry. I haven't even decided whether or not I'm gonna take this case. But I know you will, because it's you!
Guess I've got no choice but to tag along and help then. Oh, what? And skip out on me? We've only just started practicing your repertoire, you know? Huh?
You'd better stay and practice with Trucy, Athena. Promise is a promise, after all.
That's cold, boss. You've got to get me out of this. I can't take it anymore. Let's get to practicing, Athena. Next up is some training for the water tank escape trick. Stick your head in this bucket of water and hold your breath for 15 minutes. No. Stop, I'm begging you. She's getting away. You get back here, Athena.
It's the only person cut out to be Trucy's assistant is Apollo. Well, I guess we'd better get to the detention center and ask Miss Wyatt some questions. Especially about that whole time-traveling business she was talking about. Sorry, I had to blow my nose.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright.
I nearly just dumped tea down the front of myself. I'm so glad that I didn't do that. Miss Wyatt, would you mind if I asked you a few questions? Nick's gonna defend you, Ellie. Isn't that great? Larry, I told you I haven't decided yet.
What?
Oh my god.
You're not gonna take my case.
Oh my god. She's so cute.
I'm never gonna be happy.
Miss Wyatt? What the? Did I do something wrong? Miss Wyatt, please calm down.
I'm innocent, I tell you. But the police won't believe me. And neither will anyone else. I'm gonna die all alone in a jail cell.
All right. I'll do it. I'll take your case. Just please stop crying.
Really? You will?
The fact that Larry was the one who brought you to me had me a little worried, but you don't seem like a killer to me.
Oh, thank you.
I love this girl already. She's great. Thanks, Nick. I knew you'd come through. I really have a choice? I guess not. In case, it doesn't seem like Miss Wyatt killed anybody. Plus, it's not like I'm up to my ears in work at the moment. Miss Wyatt, Ellen, let's do this together.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Wright.
There, it's gonna be okay. Now try to pull yourself together.
All right, just give me a moment.
I love this character a lot. Oh my god. That fucking corset.
I'm truly grateful to you for taking on my defense, Mr. Wright.
Sure, no problem. Wow, she literally pulled herself together. Hey, did you know I'm a lawyer? What can you tell me about this?
Oh, never mind that. What about Soren? Oh, Soren. Do you suppose he hates me now?
I really couldn't say.
Oh, what if? Oh, what if he doesn't love me anymore because of all this? Oh, whatever shall I...
Oh no, she's gonna start crying again. I really don't think he hates you, Ellen.
You don't? Really?
Yes, really. Probably. So don't cry. You'll only cause him more heartache if you do.
Yes, you're right. As a Sprocket bride, I have to hold my head up high at all times.
I really better watch what I say around Ellen. He doesn't like the fact that I'm a lawyer. Ellen, please tell me everything you can about the incident.
All right. It happened after the wedding reception. I was attacked by Mr. Gloomsbury.
Wasn't Gloomsbury the name of the victim on that news report? Maybe I should listen to what she has to say first, though, before I start asking questions. How dare that guy lay a hand on somebody else's blushing bride? What a creep! That's rich coming from you. Do you have any idea why he'd attack you?
No, but...
But what?
Oh, well, to tell the truth...
I do really like that, her, like, maidness is coming through in the fact that she literally has a fucking frying pan at all times.
Oh, well, to tell you the truth... Mr. Gloomsbury didn't seem very happy about me getting married.
Jeez, jealous much? What a loser.
Mr. Gloomsbury had forced me onto the Vista deck and was going to push me off. Oh, how frightening it all was. I was just about to lose my life, on what should have been the happiest day of my life. So that's why I made a wish upon this pendant.
That pendant?
Yes. It was a gift from my husband-to-be, Soren. He said it's a symbol of our love.
And so you made a wish on it?
Now, you may think what I'm about to say is very strange, but... I begged to the pendant. Please take me back to that blissful moment. And you know what? It worked. It brought me back to just before the reception started.
So that's the time traveling thing you mentioned back at my office. I'm sorry, but I have to say, it's pretty unbelievable.
Unbelievable? you'd never believe me.
Nick. Oh my god, he has a pointing pose? Ellie, here's an honest-to-goodness time traveler. Don't you believe your own client? Magic of that pendant sent her back in time before the creep could kill her. Sure, Larry, sure.
But it's really true, I tell you. This pendant is an important part of the time machine Soren made. I begged it for help, and it really did send me back in time.
Is she listening to herself?
I even experienced the reception again, even though we'd already held it once before. And during it, everyone there acted as if nothing unusual was happening at all.
Could you not cook while we're talking, please? Alright, so when and how did you come under suspicion for murder?
Well, after the reception ended, the second reception, I mean, I went back to the reception hall and started cleaning up the place by myself.
Hold on. Cleaning? How are you cleaning on your own wedding day? She's the maid, Nick.
For my last task as servant of the Sprocket household, I offered to take on the preparation and cleanup of the reception banquet.
Nick, you have a magic fucking rock that makes you hallucinate padlocks. Why is this shocking? Apollo has, like, super, like, vision. He can see people's, like, smallest movements. Athena can literally hear people's emotions. Maya can literally fucking channel the dead. I see.
I started to move one of the decorative lanterns into the room, but it was so heavy I lost control of it, causing it to topple over and break open. And that's when I saw Mr. Gloomsbury's dead body inside the lantern.
So you simply happen to be the first to discover the body, right?
That's right. I just came across it by accident. But I became confused and didn't know what to do. And that's when some of my in-laws saw me and jumped to the conclusion that I'd killed him.
This Gloomsbury guy tried to kill Ellen. And wound up dead himself after Ellen traveled back in time? Time machine and a magic pendant. Could any of this be possible? I do really like the design of that pendant. I like me some gears. Ellie, why don't you tell Nick about that other thing, too? About that shadowy figure you saw when you were being attacked. Oh my god, she willed her makeup to not run.
Yes, good idea, Larry.
So you and Larry here were never planning on getting married, right?
That's right. We've only had a few brief interactions, so I can't say I know him at all.
Oh, Ellie, how could you say that? You and me are bound by fate, I'm telling you. We're meant to be together.
Oh, what? You're wrong, Larry.
I've never been so right, baby. It's plain as the goatee on my chin. Harry, don't make me send you to timeout. Larry, don't make me make that cop in there arrest you. Now, can you tell me about the groom, Ellen? What's he like?
His name is Soren Sprocket. Oh, he's the most wonderful man. He is truly my destiny.
You say Soren Sprocket, as in...
That's right. The next president of Sprocket Aviation.
Wait, he's in line to take over the company? Huh, he's nothing but a rich, spoiled brat. Clearly the better choice, clearly. Larry, can we just, like, leave you?
Larry, you and Soren are as different as night and day. There is no comparison.
Ellie, you're breaking my achy breaky heart. She's marrying into money, huh?
I can't believe Soren chose me. A simple house servant. He's my knight in shining armor. My prince. Oh, my Soren.
I can't wait to meet this guy and probably suspect him of murder. So what's this shadowy figure you saw, Ellen?
It was when Mr. Gloomsbury was attacking me. Right after I made a wish upon this pendant, I started to pass out. But just then, as I lost consciousness, I saw somebody strike Mr. Gloomsbury from behind.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how the time travel, like, trick was pulled off. And my first assumption is that Gloomsbury got killed right here. Like, when he got hit in the back of the head. In the future, in quotation marks. My assumption is that basically the whole wedding reception and everything happened twice. Just, like, actually happened twice in linear progression. That's my running theory. You did? And that person must be the true culprit. Did you see who it was?
I'm afraid not.
You told anybody else about this?
I told some of my in-laws, but nobody took me seriously. They said it was all just a dream.
It's exact to say I blame them. Time travel? Larry, for my peace of mind, please tell me that figure wasn't you. Of course it wasn't! So I've asked her all I can for now.
Spick and span, spick and span.
Ellen? What are you doing?
I want to make everything clean and beautiful for when Soren comes. I can't have my future hubby coming into a dirty room now, can I? It has to be spotless, just like this white dress. Spick and span, spick and span.
Let's hope we can wipe away all suspicion from you soon, too. So weird. Nick, we'd better get to the crime scene right away. What? You're coming too? Of course I am. I solved the crime and revealed the true killer with my super sleuthing skills. Ellie might change your mind about me, you know? You never get the message, do you, Larry? Next stop, the Mooring Dock in Sprocket Park. Come on, Nick, let's go. Okay, I did exhaust all those talk points. This is so fucking steampunk. This is Sprocket Park, but where's the reception hall? Reception hall? Oh, that's... Wow, looky there! What? What is it? I just spotted a cute mamacita. Don't wait up, Nick. Hold on, where's the reception hall? Sorry, Nick, man's gotta stop and smell the roses when they appear. He hasn't changed a bit. I'm an artist after all. Oh, miss! Yoo-hoo! Thought he was gonna take me to the crime scene. Oh well, I'm sure he'll come slinking back when he inevitably gets rejected. I'll just take a quick look around then. Dog. We can't examine the dog. Wow, that huge airship is moored to there's more to just this skinny little tower. I know it's tied down and all, but it still looks like a good breeze could send it flying. But yeah, that's the point, Nick. This bench hit that sign, huh? Hopefully it didn't hit a person, too. That would be a catastrophe. Guess from now on, whenever I'm walking around outside, better be on the lookout for unidentified flying furniture, too. Wow, this thing's really banged up.
Looking at the sign, they say it got damaged by heavy winds yesterday. A big gust sent that bench flying into it. Well, that's what they're saying anyway.
I see. Wind caused that? More like a tornado.
Her guy was saying, don't touch, it's dangerous.
I see. Thanks for the head up. Or heads up. Poor guy. Looks like it was a lot of work. Nick, there's only 5 pieces of tape on that. Wow, that airship is huge. Oops, didn't mean to say that out loud. I've never seen airships like this up in the sky. Gotta say, they're mighty impressive when you can see them up close like this.
Hey, sorry about that.
I actually thought you'd be back sooner. Didn't work out, huh?
Lay off, man. I wasn't on my game today.
So now that you're done, do you mind telling me where the reception hall is already?
What do you mean? It's right there in front of you.
Huh? Right in front of... Wait, what's that say? Flying Chapel? Do you mean to tell me...
Yep, Ellie's reception was on that airship.
Whoa, sky-high reception hall.
Yep, and that's where you'll find the crime scene. Man, not only does that airship fly through the sky, but the space-time continuum, too.
Happy couple's honeymoon got left far behind when it made it that time skip, though.
Here, check the airship out for yourself with this pamphlet. By the way, I figured you could use some backup, so I called in some help for you.
Did?
Yep, should be here any minute now.
Is that Edgeworth's sports car? That red sports car. Larry, don't tell me you called...
You know it, buddy.
I trust you've been well, right? Oh, it's Maya!
A surprise. Now admit it, that was a pretty good Mr. Edgeworth impression, wasn't it?
Maya, what are you doing here?
Larry called me up. He said something about it finally being time for him to tie the old knot. But that's funny. I'm pretty sure he mentioned something about being here with his bride.
Maya, I know this is sudden, but please marry me. No.
Nick, what is Larry talking about?
He was dumped by his bride. Well, by his imaginary bride, anyway.
Oh, wow. Poor Larry. That's a new low, even for him. But hey, imaginary girlfriends never hurt anyone, right? More power to him.
This is Maya Fey. She's been abroad for her training as a spirit medium. Now that her training's over, she's back home here in the States.
That's right. The new and improved Maya Fey is on the scene. Spirit and girl power at the ready. Look at you, Maya. All grown up and as cute as ever. Oh, you know what? I just realized something. If I ever got married, I'd miss out on all the fun of always meeting somebody new.
I assume this is Edgeworth. I see you haven't changed a bit, Larry. Yes! Edgeworth. I figured that car belonged to you. When did you become Maya's chauffeur? It's nothing like that. I just happened to run into her en route and picked her up. I mispronounced route, but... And by run into her, I mean she jumped out in front of my car and I nearly ran her down. That's such a fucking Maya thing to do, too. This is Miles Edgeworth. He's a friend of mine, and the district's chief prosecutor. Heard he's been busy lately. So, what brings you here? Wait, don't tell me Larry called you up too. He did. However, I have business of my own here at the crime scene. Business? Kind of business. Just so you know, right? I'm the lead prosecutor on this case. What? You? Yes. It appears we'll be standing on opposite ends of the battlefield this time around. So I'll be up against Edgeworth tomorrow. Wow, Nick, friend. What a thing to call your husband. But I don't get it, Edgeworth. What about this case warrants the personal attention of the district's chief prosecutor? It's a bit complicated, to say the least. In what way? The groom is a member of the Sprockets, a family with immense influence. If his bride were to stand trial in the court, it would sully the Sprocket name. So they tried to apply some pressure on the prosecutor's office. Pressure to settle it amicably, right?
Oh, what do you mean, settle it amicably?
Means they're trying to sweep this whole thing under the rug.
Oh, wow. Sprocket Aviation really has that much clout?
Yes. They have especially strong ties in both the political and judicial worlds. To the point where no one dares to oppose them. Don't tell me that includes you. Don't be ridiculous, right? It's quite the opposite. The prosecutor's office is filled with cowards, as I found out. Every last one of my subordinates was loath to prosecute a Sprocket.
So that's why you decided to take on the case yourself, right?
That's right. I will personally see to it that justice is served. I always prosecute to the utmost of my abilities, regardless of who I'm up against. Or that is part of my creed. Nothing and no one can sway me from that, not even the almighty Sprockets. Right. If they think they can use their influence to bend the truth, they have another thing coming. No, I almost feel sorry for them. They're only trying to protect their interests. All they got instead was you. Edgy, come on, man. How can you prosecute my poor sweet Ellie? What kind of heartless jerk are you? I'm simply doing my job. And I'm warning you, right? I won't hold back, not for you or anyone else. It's for the warning, your righteousness. So how's it going, Mr. Chief Prosecutor? Busy as always, I presume? Of course. Unlike somebody who has too few clients and too much time on his hands. Guess that explains why your brow is more furrowed than last time I saw you. Maybe you should learn to relax a little, Edgeworth. Nice try, right? But as always, I have no intention of showing anyone any mercy. Including you. Flexible as ever, I see. Besides, I think I've mellowed out a bit with age. So if anything, those furrows should have smoothed out a little as well. Honestly, Edgeworth, are you really that blind to yourself? Excuse me?
He's really self-conscious about those lines, isn't he?
Edgeworth, about this incident. Don't forget, right? I'm the prosecutor for this case. Need I remind you that I'm not in the habit of sharing information with my adversaries? No, guess we are adversaries for now. And you, Larry? Me? I'd like you to come with me. You have a lot to answer for after that little stunt you pulled with the suspect. But Edgy, we're old pals, aren't we? Personal appeals won't work on me, Larry. Now come along. Nick, help me out here! Kidnapped.
Is it just me, or is Mr. Edgeworth as relentless as ever?
Yeah, guess some things never change. So much for mellowing out.
Oh, well, Nick, we'd better hop on it too.
Up to what?
Investigating the crime scene, of course. What else? It's been a long time since you and I teamed up like this. This is gonna be fun.
Hi, Squiggles. How are you doing? Fun, huh? Has been a long time, though. We're last together like this. Alright, to the crime scene, then.
Yeah, and away we go.
Pooped. Hey, Maya, did you know I'm a lawyer?
Your attorney's badge looks so nice and shiny on your lapel. It's so cool, like the mark of a true hero.
I can be a hero to my clients. That's good enough for me. Worked 75 hours. I was like, oof.
In that case, I'll be the commander that controls the hero from behind the scenes.
Wait, are you saying you've been manipulating me all this time?
Go, Robo-Right, to the crime scene!
So that makes me a robo-lawyer? Gosh, this is such a cool area. So this is the reception hall.
According to the pamphlet, we're right here.
Yikes, we're pretty high up. At least we're indoors, so it doesn't seem so bad.
Oh, look, Nick, it's Emma. Hey, Emma, over here. Mr. Wright, Maya. Does this mean you've taken the case?
Yeah, that's how things kind of turned out. Yeah, we're on an airship. Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. We've pretty much wrapped up our investigation, so go right ahead.
It's a good chance to find out more about the case from Emma, too. Ugh. Edgeworth wouldn't tell us anything about the case. Do you think you could give us a rundown?
Well, seeing as he is going to be prosecuting, I'd expect him to be tight-lipped about it. The incident occurred yesterday, on September 20th. It happened after the wedding reception, which lasted from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m.
7 p.m. to 10 p.m., huh? Got it. By the way, you didn't hear about any time traveling or anything, did you?
Time traveling? What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. Forget it. That's pretty much the response I expected.
The victim's name is Dumas Gloomberry.
Or maybe Dumbass Gloomberry.
He was a servant in the Sprocket family household.
Ellen was a maid for that family as well, so that means two of them were coworkers?
Yes, they apparently knew each other. Mr. Gloomsbury was the lead servant, after all. He was very serious about his work, but he was also a very closed and private man. So the other servants called him Mr. Doom and Gloom behind his back.
He was the lead servant. He must have been higher ranked than Ellen. What makes the police think that Ellen killed this man? A guy who was essentially her boss.
We don't know the defendant's motive yet. But the circumstances surrounding the discovery of the body don't bode well for her.
And what circumstances are those exactly?
Oh, well, some of her in-laws saw what looked like the immediate aftermath of the murder. The suspect was standing in front of the body with the murder weapon still in her hands.
But why would a bride who is just about to start a happy new life kill someone? Do the police have an explanation for that?
Yeah, about that. They believe the victim attacked the suspect and was killed when she fought back.
Okay, so justified self-defense. Justified self-defense is never good enough in Ace Attorney, but... why did he attack her to begin with?
Oh, well, a mere servant girl was going to suddenly be the wife of the future president. Mr. Gloomsbury must have been more than just a little jealous of her. So, this Mr. Doom and Gloom attacked Ellen first.
I hope these two voices are different enough. They're very similar, but I hope that they're, like, distinguishable.
But if she was only trying to protect herself, wouldn't that count as justified self-defense on her part, Nick?
It would. There's a good chance she'd be acquitted if we could prove that, but... wonder what Edgeworth will have up his sleeve to counter that claim.
But, oh, wow! A servant girl marrying the future president of such a huge company. It sounds like a modern-day fairy tale. It does, doesn't it? The thing is, not everyone was on board with their union, apparently.
So what was the murder weapon, Emma?
This clock with a secret mechanism built into it. It was on display here in the reception hall. The suspect was holding it when the murder was discovered.
Victim was clubbed to death with this, huh? That's funny. There's no blood on it as far as I can tell.
Maybe it was wiped off in an attempt to tamper with the evidence. But there was definitely a luminol reaction. And it matches up with the shape of the injury, so it's gotta be the murder weapon. Oh, what a funny looking clock. They call it the Timekeeper. The idea is that it's a time machine. Every time a couple sees it, it'll bring them back to the memory of their wedding day.
Time machine, huh? Come to think of it. Ellen said her pendant was a part of a time machine. I wonder how the secret mechanism in this thing works. Can I get a closer look at this in the court record? The one piece of evidence I can't actually take a look at. Okay, I already see an inconsistent.
The suspect never had any family or relatives to depend on. So she was working as a live-in maid for the Sprocket family to support herself.
So a maid with no family or fortune was set to marry the president's son, huh? This is not surprising that ruffled a feather or two.
Yes. Apparently the groom's parents and all the other relatives were strongly opposed.
Okay, cool. I hear setup. Cool, got it.
But that didn't stop the young couple from deciding to go ahead with their wedding. Love flourishes in the face of adversity.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yep, if you ever have any questions about love, just ask me. I'm a qualified expert. I spent all of my spare time in Kurein watching soap operas on TV.
I'm not sure that's enough to make you a qualified anything, Maya.
Oh, and by the way, I heard the suspect faced her fair share of harassment, too. And from the sound of it, it got pretty ugly for her.
Hmm. So even though this incident could cause a huge scandal for the company, might be a boon for those who opposed their marriage to begin with. After all, with Ellen's arrest and everything, the marriage is most definitely off now. This must be the lantern the body was found in. Ellen managed to move it quite a ways. It looks like a cow, but it's pretty badly broken.
That's not a cow, Nick. That's a Pegasus. The flying horse.
No way, it's definitely a cow. It's got horns and everything.
But look, it has wings. Cows don't have wings. So it's a Pegasus, I tell you. Oh, I know. That pamphlet should tell us. Let's see. Apparently it's called a Pegamoo.
I did not see that coming.
Yet, somehow the name really captures the essence of what this creature is, you know? Huh, that's strange.
What is?
Oh, well, this Pegamoo is definitely a male Pegable, right?
Yeah, cool. That's definitely a great name for that. Thank you, Ace Attorney. S-tier name. I bet that's what, I bet that's what, fucking Ellen thought about her husband. Yeah, I'd say so. Well, with the horns and all.
Okay, well... that Pegamoo over there is also a Pegable. But take a look at the pamphlet. See, the one on the right says Pegable, but...
The other one says Pega Cow. Female Pegamoo.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly, Squiggles.
The pamphlet goes on to say how they have Pegamoos for the happy couple.
So for Ellen's ceremony, there should have been a male and a female pair of Pegamoos. But for some reason, there are two males here.
Maybe somebody made a mistake on when they were setting up the room?
It's hard to believe a fancy place like this would make that kind of blunder, though. In any case, we better check this thing out. This come from the lantern?
Ick. It's covered in blood.
Maybe it got in there when the killer was putting the body in the lantern. Secret gay Pegable wedding, yeah.
Can you imagine going to open a door and finding the knob covered with blood?
That'd be bloody awful, to say the least. Boo. Hey, what's this?
Ooh, let me take a look. Grab Ellen when convenient, then send her off from the Vista deck.
It's like a note outlining the murder plot. It's smudged.
Whoever wrote this has better handwriting than me, but it looks like they wrote it in a rush.
Why do you say that?
Because the writing is only smudged starting from the middle of each line. That happens when a right-handed person with a slight hook writes in a hurry.
I guess that does track, doesn't it?
I do it sometimes myself when I'm not paying attention to where my hand is on the page.
So I'll take your word on that, Miss Bad Handwriting Expert.
Hey, even I don't smudge my handwriting this badly.
Alright, alright. Let's get back to the note.
That note was apparently written by the victim.
Why would he feel the need to write instructions to himself like this? You sure the victim wrote it?
I sometimes write a note for myself before I go shopping. Potatoes, carrots, onions, flour.
Aya, are you craving curry rice or something?
Oh, whoops.
So, Emma, where's this Vista deck the note mentions?
It's that heliport you see right outside the window over there.
So we planned on pushing Ellen off from here? What a monster. What do you think this is, Maya?
It looks like a flower petal to me.
What an unusual shape for a flower petal.
Do you suppose it's from one of the flowers here in the reception hall?
No, I don't see a single flower like this at any of the tables. Wonder where it came from. So this is where the body was found. First person to find it was Ellen. Why is she holding the time machine? Emma, what can you tell me about the condition of the body when it was found?
Let's see. The victim was apparently hit on the back of the head.
Chekhov's gun detection activated. Look for left-handed evidence.
Let's see. The victim was apparently hit on the back of the head.
I don't remember if I read that.
Here's a photo of the scene as we found it.
Got blood on his hand. I guess that about does it for this lantern. Wow, look at the horns on this flying bovine. Must be a bull. Seems he made it through the ceremony in one piece. The one piece.
By the look of the wheels, I bet he can be rolled around rather easily too.
Yeah, I bet it would be quite a hassle if you had to lift and carry him everywhere. And this is what the backside looks like.
Oh, what's that by the bottom of his tail? A wheel handle?
Oh, I get it. This way they can get inside to change the light bulbs.
I see they left the wheel handle on the inside, unpainted.
They figured nobody will see it, so why bother? It makes sense to cut costs where you can. Well, overall, can't say I see anything strange about this thing. So that's the Vista deck out there.
I bet the view is amazing. But I guess it'll also kind of freak you out, huh, Nick?
Yeah, kind of. Also because there's no surviving a fall from way up here. This is the sweetheart table where the bride and groom sit.
Oh, where they gorge themselves on the wedding feast, you mean? I'd be too nervous to eat in front of a bunch of guests like this, though.
Say the newlyweds are usually really busy during the reception, you know? They have to greet and talk with all the guests that came to give their blessings. They don't actually get all that much time to enjoy their dinner.
Aw, I wouldn't be able to stand that. I can't imagine having a huge feast right in front of me and not being able to eat it.
They say brides tend to have an exceptionally hard time because of their wedding dresses. Without those tight corsets squeezing their waist, they can barely eat a bite. Or with those.
Oh, really? It sounds like wedding receptionists are wedding receptions are absolute torture.
Guess food still wins out over romance in Maya's book. You gotta have both. For a healthy relationship, you gotta have food and romance. This must be where the time machine was placed.
I can't believe that such a beautiful memento was used for murder. It's just awful. Nick, we have to prove Ellen's innocence no matter what it takes.
I agree. Can't let this go down as the saddest flying wedding reception in history. And that about does it for this area. Oh wait, we have camera rotation.
I wonder what this partition is for.
Imagine people like the reception staff or entertainers use it. Probably just wait behind it when they're on standby.
I see. With a partition this size, I bet they could even fit an elephant back there.
Not that anyone sane would. It's a hot air balloon, symbol of humanity's ambition to take to the skies. Kind of a romantic notion, don't you think?
Yeah. But I just noticed that it doesn't seem to be tied up to the ceiling all that well.
Sure, it's fine. Please don't let it fall on my head. It's a fog machine. Wonder if they used it during the reception.
Oh. Hey, Nick, go stand over there for a sec.
Why?
Just because, now go!
Alright. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Fogmaster 9000 on!
I had no! Huh?
Aw, nothing happened.
Like it won't work without some dry ice.
Darn it, all I wanted to do was surround you with a thick cloud of smoke.
Okay. So that was... What if they like drugged everybody at the reception using this? They sprayed fog into the like they sprayed like a drug fog in like chloroform. They chloroformed everybody and then everybody got knocked out, and so that's how they did the second wedding reception without anybody being suspicious. That is a very small detail. It's like a business card wallet. I wonder whose it is. In real life, that would kill everybody? Yeah, definitely. But in Ace Attorney, anything's fair game.
That face looks awfully familiar.
Yes, yes it does. So I'll bring it to him later. Well, I guess that just about does it for the crime scene.
Hey, Nick. I want to see the rest of the airship. We might as well since we're here.
True. We might even run into some of the other people involved in the case. That's a really good emote, Squiggles. Oh my god, I love him. I hate double-breasted jackets, but that actually works really well.
And Nick, how long has that guy been standing there?
Didn't even notice him until just now. Excuse me, are you with Sprocket Aviation? Huh?
Nick, he wrote something on that paper airplane.
I guess we're supposed to read it then? Let's see here. Get out, intruders. Well, that was a rather cold welcome.
Mr. Wright, Maya. Meet the lone son of president of Sprocket Aviation, Animation, yeah. Soren Sprocket. Or to put it another way, the future president of Sprocket Aviation.
So he's Ellen's fiance. I love this guy already. Oh, there he goes.
He's kind of an eccentric. I hear he's the genius inventor behind many of the Sprocket Aviation's business successes.
An inventor, huh?
Yep, he even designed this airship.
That's pretty impressive.
And Nick, this is no time to be standing around gawking.
Barrick. Barrick exists. Barrick is back from the buffer dimension.
Oh, we have to go after him. We need to ask him some questions about Ellen.
Oh, right. Looks like he was heading outside. Do you have a fucking jetpack on? I do genuinely really love this character design. I absolutely fuck with this. There he is. Excuse me, could we talk to you? Excuse me, do you mind if I ask what you're doing? No. Have you tried clearing your browser cache, Barrick? Sometimes sometimes your browser cache being stupid can be the cause of constant buffering.
He sure is writing up a storm.
It is possible. Oh. It is possible if an enormous change in mass could be detected at that observation point, then theoretically matter can retain its form even as it crosses the event horizon. Talking about black holes. Let's just see what he has to say about Ellen. Excuse me, but we'll be representing Ellen in court tomorrow. So could we ask you about the case? How? What the? Not interested. Welcome back, Bella. Not interested? How can you say something like that?
This is about your fiancée. She's under arrest, you know.
The diameter of the airship is approximately 80 feet. The amount of shit. The amount of energy necessary to move matter comprised of that amount of mass is off in his own little world.
I can't believe he said he wasn't interested in talking about his own bride's arrest.
Small. He'll just have to talk on his level then, with something he might be interested in. You take a look at this. Is that Ellen's? Ellen told us that she traveled through time during the incident. She said it happened after she made a wish on this pendant. You mean to say you two are Ellen's lawyers? Yes, I just told you that a minute ago. Sorry, I was lost in thought.
He wasn't even listening.
Oh boy. Hi, Not. How are you doing? Not at all what I expected, based on Ellen's gushing testimonial, anyway. Thank you for the hydrate, Not. I'd like to ask you about Ellen's case, if you wouldn't mind. I don't know a thing about it, so why don't you go ask the police? In other words, not interested.
This guy is the worst. Now I feel sorry for poor Ellen.
In that case, can I ask you about how Ellen traveled through time? Go on. So that got your attention.
So, is time travel even really possible?
Yes, it is possible. Alrighty then. Soren, you see there's this person named Ike, yeah. At the same time, it's also impossible. The pendant I gave Ellen is not supposed to operate as a time machine by itself. What do you mean? The timekeeper, that clock we had displayed in the reception hall. That is the body of the time machine. The pendant is simply a part.
That clock was the murder weapon, wasn't it? But it's a time machine too?
What Ellen experienced is akin to traveling down a road by car key. Physically and metaphysically, it should be impossible. Oh. Unless, maybe the quantum system inside the pendant somehow accidentally interfered with the natural flow of the fourth dimension. We're losing him again. Maybe we'd better ask him some more about the time machine. So you've been researching time travel, have you? Moving through the space-time continuum would be man's ultimate means of travel. Time travel is a mode of transportation. Since the dawn of time, man is apparently. Based. Man has developed multifarious methods of transportation. This is just like Diet Edgeworth voice, I just realized. Horses, steam engines, gas engines, airplanes, spaceships. But they're all fundamentally similar in that they constitute three-dimensional movement. Travel through the space-time continuum would shift mankind into a new paradigm. Paradigm's a good word.
I don't know why, Nick, but I'm getting awfully sleepy all of a sudden.
Maya, why did your voice go up by like a whole octave there? For generations, Sprocket Aviation has advanced the development of transportation. Therefore, it's only natural that I would research time travel as man's next great leap.
Oh, is he done? So, what exactly does all the stuff he was saying mean, Nick?
Well, basically, it's like taking a hamburger joint and adding a drive-thru to it, I guess.
Oh, I get it. It's the same burger, but with a quicker and more efficient delivery system. So what Soren really wants to do is...
Paradigm shift, yeah. God, like, unironically, the battle theme in Final Fantasy XIII absolutely fucks.
Launch humanity into the future.
Lunch, not launch. Wow, how did I get so tripped up over that? Launch, not lunch. But do you really believe that time travel is possible? It only becomes truly impossible when man stops daring to believe. Besides, time travelers do exist, you know. but he wouldn't understand.
Did you hear that, Nick? Time travelers really do exist.
All I know is Soren isn't the easiest guy to wrap your head around.
Oh, I don't know. I kind of like the way he talks. It's full of hope for the future. He's more passionate than I thought, too. When it comes to inventions, anyway.
Yeah, his apparent lack of concern for Ellen is troubling, though. So I hear the rest of the Sprocket family was opposed to your marriage. What are your thoughts on that? Who is this? Master Soren. Oh my god! Dude has literally... This is just Sephiroth's haircut. Bro just has Sephiroth's haircut. It's time for the next meeting on the terms project. Or on next terms project. What's this? Daydreaming about your inventions again? Tut tut, you're the future president. You must consider the business side too. It is I. I found Soren. Send the car over at once. I'm not interested. Oh, Master Soren, you do give me quite the headache at times. In any case, your attendant is waiting. Please go to him now. Excuse me, but who are you? Oh, where are my manners? My name is Pierce Nicotti? Please call me Pierce. I'm the Sprocket family butler.
Nick, a butler. I didn't know they actually still existed. I thought they were just on TV and stuff.
And who might you be, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, I'm Phoenix Wright, Ellen Wyatt's lawyer.
And I'm his assistant, Maya Fey. I'm a spirit medium.
Oh, so it is you. I'm most grateful for you, to you for taking on Miss Ellen's defense. You have my sincerest thanks. Don't mention it. So, hey, speaking of the case... Oh, one moment, please.
Oh, wow. Oh, what a beautiful pocket watch.
Oh, this... It is just a bit of a good luck charm. One expensive good luck charm. I guess it makes sense. Knowing the time is pretty important knowing the time is pretty important in his line of work. I guess that pocket watch is as important to him as my attorney's badge is to me. There's a little time before I must attend to Master Soren again. Why not come to Sprocket Manor? Huh? You mean to Soren's home? As a token of appreciation for taking on Miss Ellen's defense. I would like to serve you some delicious tea and refreshments.
Oh boy, Nick. A fancy high society tea party with high-class snacks and everything.
That was not your voice. What about the investigation?
Are you kidding? What better place to investigate than at Soren's house?
I don't know. Do you really think his house is gonna give us any new leads?
Of course it will. I say we take the butler up on his kind offer and go to Soren's place.
All right, you win. Very good. It's a Sprocket Manor, then. I blew my nose and now my ears are plugged, and so I can't tell how my voices are. Why does this look like it's been ripped straight out of, like, the Great Ace Attorney?
Oh, wow. This place does not disappoint. Oh, I'm so excited.
Whoa, slow down, Maya. Mansion isn't going anywhere. Now then, we won't have to worry about anyone untoward eavesdropping here. I take it you wanted to ask me some questions. Oh, Twitch integrated throwing system, why are you having issues? Give me a sec, I'll see if I can fix it. Oh, I broke my tracking. I pressed the wrong button. Okay, it is working. Cool. I just accidentally did it without toggling the visibility back on. Hi, Sachi. How are you? I take it you wanted to me ask some questions? Wanted to ask me some questions? Huh? That's why you invited us here? I'm sorry to have tricked you like this. But it is a murder, after all. I couldn't talk openly about it in public and risk sullying the Sprocket family's reputation.
Aw, and I was really looking forward to all those fancy snacks, too.
There, Maya. Don't cry. This Pierce guy is one shrewd man. Been teching a mini festival for like 10 hours. How is your brain rot been for what is it, 100 line?
Hey, Nick, look at that cute vintage radio.
Radio? Oh, that thing over there under the stuffed bull's head.
I'm gonna take a closer look.
But I told you to settle down.
I'm sorry.
Not to worry. Wow, that little mech fixed it right up. I'm not only the butler, but I'm also Sprocket Aviation's repair department director. One might say that patching things up is my specialty.
That was incredible. What is that little doohickey on your shoulder anyway?
It's my fixer-upper shoulder mech. Master Soren made it for me. It has too many features and functions to effectively enumerate at the moment, though.
That's so cool. I wish I had one of those.
Fixing things is a simple matter. Fixing people is a different matter. Even a skilled physician can't bring back the dead. This is his name. I do not understand the pun. Also, Sachi, look, he's back from the dead. Oh, but forgive me. I seem to have gotten sidetracked. Must be in shock over Mr. Gloomsbury's death. Still, I need to ask him some questions about the case. I should take a look around and see what I can find out while I'm here, too. Excuse me, but there's a card here on the floor. Well, look at that. It's a Flying Chapel keycard. A Flying Chapel? What areas on the Flying Chapel require a keycard, if I may ask? Mostly areas we want to keep the public out of, such as the staff room and the hold, which is chock full of machinery. So you can't enter those areas without a keycard. That's right. This one here belongs to Ellen. Wait, what's Ellen's keycard doing here? Did Ellen come back here after the incident occurred? I don't believe so. And she was arrested by the police straight away this morning. Although there was a strange man with a gaudy jacket in here earlier. That man... wearing a beret by any chance? Yes, he was, as a matter of fact. He was also wearing sunglasses and a fake mustache. I knew it. The only question is, what was he doing here? Oh, are those pictures of the wedding reception? Yes, I took them with my trusty camera here.
Do you mind if we have a look at that photo?
I guessed. Take as long of a look as you'd like. No, my hat. Well, what do you think of this gorgeous dreamscape? Thick fog billows across the room, making it look as if the couple were walking on clouds. There he is. Cat gotcha.
Oh, wow. Look at how beautiful Ellen is here. She looks a little nervous, though.
She does, doesn't she?
Hey, look, there's Pierce.
Really? Where? Bald.
Right there behind the sweetheart table.
Hey, you're right. But he was there attending to the happy couple the whole dinner.
So, what do you think, Nick? Does anything in this photo stick out to you?
Oh, not at the moment, anyway.
Hey, Nick. If Ellen really did travel back in time, do you think this photo is of the second reception? You know, after the time jump.
I wonder. Excuse me, sir? Yes, can I help you? Ellen told us she traveled back in time. Do you happen to know anything about that? Oh, no, I haven't the foggiest idea of what you're talking about. Clammed up faster than a clam. That's suspicious.
Hey, Nick, now here's a real lady.
Oh my god, I fucking love that outfit. Holy shit. She looks smart as a whip, doesn't she? This is a good character design.
I wonder who she is. Didn't we see her on... or we didn't see her on the airship.
That's Selena Sprocket, Soren's elder sister. Beautiful and capable, she was a great lady. Soren's sister. I think I see the resemblance. Maybe I'll show Pierce this photo later and ask him about it. Can I not take that card? It's a corset. Squiggles. It's a corset. It's like a vest corset. Okay. Oh, it's the bridal bouquet.
Hey, Nick, how about I throw it? And you try to catch it.
Why me?
Just because. I bet you look hilarious flailing around trying to grab it.
Doesn't tradition dictate that it's the ladies that go after the bouquet?
Who cares? Just catch it. Here.
Ow! Hey, you threw that right at my face.
Oh, you don't want to catch that bouquet, trust me. Oh, why not? They say it's bad luck to catch the bouquet of a marriage that doesn't last.
But I already caught it.
Oh, whoops. Too late now, huh, Nick?
End of conversation. Don't you dare touch that radio again. Looks like an expensive antique.
Oh, what are you worried about? If it breaks again, Pierce will just fix it up again.
Really hope he's nice enough to waive the repair bill. A bull. Come to think of it, there was a bull logo on the side of the Flying Chapel, too.
The president of the company must have a thing for cattle. The bull is the symbol of Sprocket Aviation. To be as strong and as steady as a bull. That is the company creed, you know?
Probably for all the back-breaking labor they put their employees through.
By the way, that bull logo on the Flying Chapel, the one with the rainbow wings, his name is Rainy the Rainbow, get it? I get it, he's a rainbow-colored bull, so he's a rainbow, right? Oh, what a memorable name, huh, Nick?
Yeah, for the lameness of the pun.
Nick! Look at that airplane propeller up there going round and round.
See, they've got an aviation theme going on. Makes sense for an airline family. Wonder if it doubles as a fan.
Oh, what if the rest of the plane were on the other side of that wall? And the wall would just open up so the plane could take off in an emergency. How cool would that be?
So what's behind the propeller wall, then? What's behind the bull wall across the way? Oh, I know. Maybe the rest of him. That must be where the sprockets get their milk.
Nick. First of all, that's a beef cow, and second, bulls don't make milk.
Oh, right. That's what I get for trying to play along. Nick, that's not milk. I will be back in just a minute. I need to hit you with a quick BRB. I return. There's so much dust in the air, it's aggravating my allergies really badly. About the incident Miss Ellen was arrested for. You think she did it? Hell, I can't prove it yet, but no. I don't think she could have done it. I guess you could call it a gut feeling. I see. Then I guess we have different opinions, then. Do we now? The prosecution says that when Gloomsbury attacked Miss Ellen, she fought back and ended up killing him. I agree with this perspective. Or rather, that is the consensus of the entire Sprocket family. Even so, I heard an interesting story from Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. I heard that the Sprocket family had tried to pressure the prosecutor's office into burying this case. Thank you for the stretch. And the hydrate, Bella. Also, Bella, I apologize in advance if I accidentally call you by your old username once or twice. I'm trying my best. It's just my brain sometimes autocorrects and I have to like actively stop myself. I fear you're mistaken. All we sought was merely a legal consultation. Besides, none of it matters now, as she is no longer a part of this family. Fortunately for us, they had yet to get their marriage license before holding the banquet. Basically, once they realized they couldn't sway the prosecution, they cut her loose. No, my hat! Cat. I realize how callous I must sound. But my duty is to protect the Sprocket family, and more specifically, Sprocket Aviation's future, and Master Soren, whose genius is essential to the company. I will do anything to achieve that goal. That is my job as the Sprocket family butler. Okay, cool. I can't believe that it was like reasonably ambiguous, and then bro literally just said, my goal is to protect the future of Sprocket Aviation's like interests, and now all of a sudden all of the suspicion immediately goes to this man.
You know, I think Pierce and Mr. Edgeworth would get along really well, don't you think?
Yeah, I could easily picture Edgeworth with a butler. Oh, by the way, I suppose I should tell you about this as well. It is about when the members of the extended family and I discovered the crime. Did Ellen say anything to you about traveling through time? She must have been delirious. There's no need to take such a claim seriously. Bro literally just said I will literally just commit murder if needed, yeah. And Soren himself said that time travel was possible, though. Master Soren said that. It sounds like he's still just stuck in the past. He's psychologically stuck, I take it. Excuse me. What is it? I see. I believe I told you that Madame will be having milk tea. Still, have lemon slices at the ready, just in case. We must not disappoint her, understand? You sure are busy. All in a day's work. Still, really do need Master Soren to start focusing on the business side of things soon. Could you tell us about that thing you mentioned about Soren's past? There's something in Master Soren's past that he wishes he could change. Please forgive me. This isn't something I should be sharing with strangers. Now I really want to know what Soren's still hung up on. His relationship with Ike. It was sometime after the reception. Some of the Master's relatives and I went to clean up the reception hall. And that is when we saw it. A woman standing in front of the victim with the bloody murder weapon in her hand. It was none other than Miss Ellen. But Pierce, it wasn't what it looked like. Have the EP. If you go to bed, have a good night, Sachi.
That's right. She just happened to find the body.
I do not know what Miss Ellen has told you, but what we witnessed was unmistakably the moment immediately after the deed had been committed. That is what I told the police, who came in response to my call. I see. Also, chat, for those of you who weren't here yesterday, I think I may have gotten Viv addicted to Monster Hunter. We played 5.5 hours of Monster Hunter Rise, and apparently she played more off-stream. I see. So Pierce was the one who reported it to the police, huh? Pierce. The woman in this photo is Soren's older sister, Selena, right? Selena is such a pretty name. I don't think we've met her yet. Yes, about that. He seems hesitant all of a sudden. If you wouldn't mind, could you tell us about her? All right. Very well. He's a big part of Master Soren's past, after all. Soren's past? Master Soren will become the next president of Sprocket Aviation. However, that wasn't always so. Miss Selena Sprocket, Master Soren's elder sister, was next in line. I just realized that the little bent metal thing off on the left is supposed to be in the shape of a plane. God, let me gush over this design again. Holy fuck, this design is I love it. It's great.
So, why isn't she becoming the next president? I'm emotionally unintelligent, Nick.
Actually, that's like the opposite. Like, Maya is actually unironically very emotionally intelligent, like within the original trilogy. But she died. A car accident.
What?
I had no idea. Actually, Master Soren was also in the car with her at the time of the accident. Losing the sister he loved right before his eyes devastated him. Ever since then, he's buried himself in his research on time machines. He also became a quiet and meticulous, almost compulsive note-taker around then.
He seems so stiff and robotic. I had no idea he was carrying all that around inside of him.
Master Soren has abandoned the company business and spends all his time on inventions. As the family butler, I'm truly concerned. I believe it is high time he let go of the past. Hey, Nick, what are you doing here? Larry? Oh man, you gave me a heck of a hard time. Larry, what are you doing here? Came to promote a new character, Q-Piglet. I was hoping Sprocket Aviation would do some kind of tie-in with me for it.
Oh, wow. I didn't know Larry was such an aggressive businessman. I could learn a thing or two from him, Nick. Why don't you promote your... Or you could learn a thing or two from him, Nick. Why don't you promote your agency to them? Now's not exactly the time for that. In case you haven't noticed. See, and this is why you'll never be rich.
Actually, Larry, I've been meaning to ask you something. You were there on the Flying Chapel yesterday, right?
Huh? Was I?
What were you doing there?
Nothing.
Whatever it was, I bet it wasn't anything to be proud of, but never mind that. Did you see anything that had to do with the case? Scratch that. Let's start with, you weren't involved in this case, were you? Larry?
Hey, he took off.
Just knew it. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Come on, Maya, after him. Oh, are you leaving so soon? Have good eep. Have good bed, Squiggles. Are you leaving so soon? We, have to run. Thank you for making time for us. I know you have to investigate, but please try to spare the family's feelings as you do. Yes, of course. Can I pick up... I want that card. I want the card. There he is. Hey, Larry.
Hey there, friend. Fancy meeting you here.
Nothing fancy about it. All we did was follow you. So tell me, Larry, why did you run away like that?
Me? I don't know what you're talking about. Pulled of inspiration for my new picture book hit me, and I just had to run is all. It was like a cute epiphany, you dig?
This voice is all over the place. Right.
He's just gonna keep playing dumb, isn't he, Nick?
Come on, Larry. I know you were there on that airship, so what did you see?
I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything because I was never on that stupid airship.
Yep. Psyche locks.
You say something?
Spiritual power of this Magatama allows me to see these mystical locks that appear when someone's trying to hide something from me. Called Psyche locks, and when I see them, yep, cool. Can unlock them, cool. Tutorializing because this is a DLC case.
Take that!
Yes, thank you, Sam Riegel. This is no time for games, Larry. I will find out what you're hiding.
I'm telling you, Nick, you got it all wrong. I got nothing to do with this case whatsoever.
Oh, come on, Larry. Even a baby could see through such a blatant and obvious lie. Nothing whatsoever, huh? If you weren't involved, Larry, then you wouldn't have been involved with this person.
Take that!
You're the one who brought Ellen to my office in the first place. And all those cops. Nothing to do with the case whatsoever isn't gonna cut it this time, Larry. If you have to lie, at least do a better job of it.
Don't diss me, Nick. If you're so convinced I'm lying, then let me ask you this. What makes you think I was on that stupid old airship anyway? Let me see some proof, if you got any.
This is just devolving into the Winston Payne voice, which is what Larry deserves. Doubling down, are you? Fine. You want proof, Larry? Here's proof that you were on that airship. Ow.
Take that!
Uh-oh.
This is your business card wallet, isn't it, Larry? I found it in the reception hall. Time to come clean, Larry Butts. What exactly are you hiding?
All right, fine, you got me. I'll tell you everything.
Larry, what were you doing on that airship anyway?
Well, I went there to deliver the welcome to our wedding sign they ordered from me.
Huh? I didn't know you took on real jobs like that too.
Well, for your information, my wedding welcome signs are very popular on the net.
That's how you met Ellen?
Uh-huh. I mean, I'd seen her in the photo for the welcome sign, but seeing her in person. The way she smiled at me and said thank you. Felt like I'd been hit by lightning.
And that's when you fell in love with somebody else's bride. Again! This is the second time this has happened. So you were you invited to the reception?
You believe they told me only family and relatives could attend? You wouldn't even let me into the reception hall.
Smart move on their part, I'd say. I like that his pipe has a little ping pong ball in it.
I got upset and started wandering around the airship. That must have been when I dropped my business card wallet.
Larry's type is married women. Yeah, unfortunately. God, Larry, after Ace Attorney 1, is just like, he's so frustrating. In Ace Attorney 1, he's a goofball, but, like, he's a goofball that, like, cares about his friends, and now he just, like, creeps on women.
That must be when I dropped my business card wallet.
The only woman who ever loved him got brutally murdered, real. Not only that, Sachi, brutally murdered in the first case of the series. Somebody else must have found it and brought it to the reception hall then.
You know what? I saw something incredible while I was on that flying chapel.
Like?
Get a load of this.
What the heck is this?
What do you mean, what's this? Isn't it obvious? It's a drawing. It's
sketched a picture of one of the cabins on the airship. So what's so incredible about a cabin? Look at what's outside the window. I'm sorry to break this to you, Larry. That is a outline of the lake. It's one of those flying dinosaurs. A real life. Larry would totally say the P in pterodactyl. Pterodactyl. I looked out the cabin window and there it was, just flying out there. That airship traveled through the time, I tell you.
What?
Can you see what I mean?
When I told that Pierce Butler guy about it, he told me to never mention it to anybody ever again.
Why would he try to keep you from spouting what's clearly just nonsense?
Maybe Sprocket Aviation is secretly developing a time machine.
No way.
Nick, this case is totally amazing. Larry, you didn't tell Mr. Edgeworth about this, did you?
Of course not.
Edgy would just roll his eyes and think I was off my rocker. Didn't even tell him I was wandering around the airship. Told him I met Ellie at the mooring dock and we ran away together.
Yeah, I can see Edgeworth's eyes rolling right out of his head had he heard about this. So Larry also experienced the time slip somehow. How is that possible? Can you see?
Hey, Nick. I'll be taking my card wallet back now if you don't mind. Oh yeah, this is for you.
What is it?
It's a picture of the hold. I took it while I was wandering around the airship. See? There's Ellie right there in the middle.
The hold.
Yeah, see? It's right here on the diagram.
Okay, so now I know where the hold is, but what was Ellen doing here?
Well, they were using it as a prepping area for the reception.
I see. And around when did you take this?
Before the reception, I took it while Ellie was getting everything ready.
So this was taken before the incident occurred. I don't know if it'll be of any help, but thanks for this anyway. By the way, Larry, I heard that the door to the hold is controlled by a security system. So how'd you get in there?
That's a trade secret, I can't tell ya.
And the hits just keep on coming. Well, I guess that's basically a wrap on the investigation.
Not quite, Nick. I want to meet Ellen, too.
Oh, that's right. You haven't met her yet, have you? Okay, let's head over to the detention center then, and you can say hi. Yeah, it's literally right here. It's the, it's right here. Upside down. The chunk in the middle. The little semicircle is the eye. See?
No, why?
Please understand that this is in Master Soren's best interest. Sounds like Ellen's busy talking with someone. The next president cannot be married to a criminal. It would disgrace Sprocket Aviation. Miss Ellen, I need you to forget about this marriage. Pardon us. If it isn't Mr. Right. So their marriage is definitely off? There's no other choice. Cannot have a criminal in the family. For the sake of Master Soren and the Sprocket family, this is what's best.
No.
Maya, why are you so close to the... You are really close to the camera for some reason.
In that case, what if Nick here proved Ellen's innocence? Then you wouldn't have a criminal in the family, right?
I suppose you're right. I'm afraid that will be impossible.
That's not true. Not for Nick. He might look like a nobody, but he can do some pretty amazing things.
I don't take cases on lightly, so rest assured I'll prove her innocence. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I understand your name is quite well known in the judicial world. For better or for worse. Pierce, I want you to promise me this. If I can prove Ellen's innocence, then you won't stand in the way of Soren and Ellen's marriage. Very well. But not even the most talented lawyer in the world can change reality itself. The reality is Miss Ellen is guilty beyond a shadow of a doubt. I believe that's where you're wrong, Pierce.
I'm clean, I swear I am. Obsessively, compulsively clean. Just as clean and as pure as this pure white dress.
Fine. You have my word. But you will be the one to regret this promise. Now, if you'll excuse me. Now I have all the more reason to win this case. Ellen, we finished our investigation and we'd like to talk with you about what we found.
Okay, so what did you find out?
In the course of our investigation, we heard that you had been standing in front of the victim with the murder weapon in your hands.
It wasn't what it looked like. It's true I was holding the murder weapon. But when I found him, he was already dead. I panicked. And I was hoping I could go back in time again like I'd done earlier. So I picked up the timekeeper from the pedestal and brought it over without thinking.
So desperate you were ready to try anything, huh? Fortunately, that sort of behavior makes you an easy target for the prosecution.
No.
And as for your little trip through time, none of your in-laws could confirm your story, I'm afraid.
I see.
The only exception is Larry. Said he saw something.
Really? What did he see?
Ellen's great. I like her a lot. Can't say I quite believe in it myself, but Larry claims he saw something incredible. Claims he saw a pterodactyl flying outside the airship.
What?
Not only that, but apparently Pierce... Oh, it's persnickety. Bella pointed that out earlier on. I didn't even notice. Not only that, but apparently Pierce Nickety told Larry to keep quiet about it.
But why would Pierce do such a thing? Larry's theory is that Sprocket Aviation is developing something in secret.
You didn't? Squiggles did? I thought that it was you who said persnickety. I might just be incorrect, but... Oh, okay, I read yours. I didn't read Squiggles' message suggesting that it was persnickety.
A time machine, to be exact. Do you think...
Said persnickety because you didn't know what the word meant? Ah. I don't know the definition of the word persnickety, like, offhand. It's one of those weird words where, like, I don't know exactly what it means, but I kind of know the context that it goes in.
Do you think that's why nobody would confirm my story? Because it's a secret?
I really don't know. But speaking of your in-laws, did manage to find your keycard at Sprocket Manor. It means fussy. I nearly said fucksy. One of your in-laws said he'd keep an eye on it for you.
Oh, thank goodness. I lost it while I was getting things ready for the reception. I looked everywhere for it. I'm so glad you found it.
Is there tears of joy this time for a change?
Well, Nick. It looks like you'll have to prove the existence of time travel in court tomorrow. That's right. I swear that while Mr. Gloomsbury was being killed, I was busy traveling back through time.
Great. With Stoogie, Skeptic Edgeworth at the helm for prosecution tomorrow, we're really gonna have our work cut out for us.
Good morning, Mr. Wright.
Morning, Ellen. I see you're still wearing your wedding gown.
And I will continue to wear it until our marriage is saved. Oh, Soren. Do you think he came to see how she's holding up? Soren, my love, you came all the way just to the courthouse to see me? Oh, Soren, I don't know what to say.
Blueprints.
Uh-huh.
The engine blueprints. I can't find them. Do you know where they are?
Oh, they're in your room, third shelf from the bottom on the right-hand side.
Ah, I see. Leaving already?
Don't tell me he came just to ask about some stupid blueprints. Is he really that cold of a person, or is that just how he comes off, I wonder? What about me, Soren?
Ellen. Back. Come home soon. I'm lost without you.
Soren!
Later.
Looks like showing your vulnerabilities is the fastest way to capturing a woman's heart. You should take notes on this, Nick.
Please leave me out of this. Anyway, looks like Soren isn't big on words. But it's clear he cares about Ellen. Knowing that, I actually feel kind of relieved. Gosh, I do genuinely really like Ellen as a character. She's really fun.
Mr. Wright, I just absolutely can't be found guilty, you hear?
Don't worry, I'm gonna do everything I can to prove your innocence.
Thank you, Mr. Wright.
Trial's about to start, sir. Edgeworth. Knowing him, he's not going to yield an inch. We just gotta fight with everything I've got and save Ellen. Ellen's so melodramatic. Yeah, but it's great. It's like endearing melodrama, you know? Court is now in session for the trial of Ellen Wyatt. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Seeing so many familiar faces gathered together like this, I feel as though I'm at a grand reunion. Makes me want to go out for dinner and a drink and reminisce with all of you.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea. I was dying for a real burger the whole time I was away.
We can make it a welcome back party for Maya. How about it, Edgeworth? I have no intention of cavorting with my enemies. Now then, Your Honor, let us start this trial at once. Oh, still not one for light-hearted banter, are you, Mr. Edgeworth? Jokes and good humor are beyond worthless in a court of law.
Guess we'll just have to have the party without him then.
However, were it after the conclusion of this trial, I might consider joining you for your little welcome back party. I certainly wouldn't mind an invite at the very least.
He's still as emotionally constipated as ever, I see.
Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you could please go over the details of this case for us. The victim was Dumas Gloomsbury, a servant in the Sprocket household. Wait, I just realized what this guy's face looks like. I swear to God, this man's face is literally, this man's face is a copy-paste of Beric Van Zeek's face from the Great Ace Attorney. Like, the lines on his face and the shape of his facial structure is just Van Zeek's. He was in attendance at the wedding reception that occurred from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Mr. Gloomsbury apparently felt some animosity toward Ellen Wyatt, and so, a bit after the reception ended at 10, he assaulted Miss Wyatt with the intent to kill her. The defendant fought back and ended up killing Mr. Gloomsbury. In other words, it was justified self-defense, correct? If that's the case, then the defendant might not be criminally responsible. He's right. Worst case scenario, I could go for self-defense to avoid the criminal charge. Wonder how Edgeworth plans to counter that, though. The prosecution's first witness will make my view on the matter clear, Your Honor. Very well. Bailiff, please bring in the first witness. It's Emma, isn't it? Yep. Please state your name and occupation, witness.
Emma Skye, forensic investigator. And I'd just like to say, sir, that being in the same courtroom as you is a great honor.
Oh, that's right. You're a fan of Edgeworth's, aren't you, Emma?
We're good friends and all, Mr. Wright. But just this once, I intend to faithfully and fully testify for the prosecution. And I do mean that wholeheartedly.
I expect no less from you.
Yes, sir. I'm going to do my very best. Looks like you lost the popularity contest to Mr. Edgeworth, Nick.
I really could care less. Besides, you'll see who's the better lawyer once I win this trial.
Yeah, maybe then you'll actually care less.
Now, Detective Skye, if you please.
The murder weapon was a clock called the Timekeeper. The victim was hit with it from behind and fell over right into the lantern. The defendant was spotted then standing in front of the body holding the murder weapon. The victim was struck twice, by the way.
Struck twice.
That's right. There's no mistake about it. The first blow was to the back of the victim's head. The back of the victim's head. It was hard enough to just knock him unconscious. Yet, despite the fact that he had been immobilized by the first blow, the defendant delivered a second fatal blow to the side of the victim's head.
Which means what exactly? I figured it would go right over your head. Let's put it this way. By striking the victim a second time, the defendant killed her last chance to escape from any criminal wrongdoing. But how, Mr. Edgeworth? The defendant may have been fighting back because she was being attacked. However, she then went on to deliver a fatal blow to a man who was already fully unconscious.
Nick, is he saying what I think he is?
I don't feel so well. And thus, Mr. Wright, has justified self-defense been removed from the table. The prosecution intends to prove that the defendant killed the victim with murderous intent. Allow me to belatedly submit the victim's autopsy report. So that's why he was acting all smug. Well, more smug than usual.
It's fine, right? It's not like we're going to plead self-defense anyway, right?
Right, but now the judge has a negative impression of Ellen. May not get to prosecute much anymore, but he definitely hasn't lost his touch. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Hold it!
Are you completely sure the murder weapon was the Timekeeper?
Yes, completely. The shape of the injury on the victim's head matches up with that of the Timekeeper. And it's definitely heavy enough to kill someone with.
But would the defendant have been able to pick up and swing something so heavy?
I tried it myself, and I was able to lift it up just fine.
Maybe you're just freakishly strong?
Excuse me, Mr. Wright. I'll have you know that people on the force know me as the dainty forensic investigator.
Sorry. Really, you're hardly a delicate flower. Mr. Wright, this is a court of law. Save your antics for after the trial, if you know how. Yes, sir. It won't happen again, sir.
Moving on.
Oh, this is immediately incorrect. Because if he was hit from behind and fell into the lantern, he would be face down in the shot. You know what? I'm gonna make a confidence save because I'm very confident in that contradiction. I'm surprised we don't have like a proper crime scene photo.
Objection!
Yeah. Detective Sky, I'm afraid I have to apologize in advance.
For what?
For embarrassing you in front of your idol.
What? Oh, what do you mean?
Why am I being bonked, Bella? If you take a look at this photo of the crime scene, you'll see that the victim is lying on his back. But if the victim had been hit from behind as you claim, then he should have fallen over onto the lantern face down. It's not simply enough, or it's not enough to simply take someone's side at Detective Sky, even if it's Mr. Edgeworth's. There does appear to be a flaw in Detective Sky's testimony.
Hold it! Mr. Wright, if you think I'm just gonna back right down, then you're sadly mistaken.
Anna's unusually fired up today.
Don't forget, she's in front of her hero, Nick. If the Steel Samurai came to watch this trial, I'd want to do my absolute best, too. Listen, Mr. Wright. It's entirely possible that the defendant moved the victim's body after he fell over. In that case, there wouldn't be any contradiction, right?
Indeed. That was an excellent counter-argument, Detective.
You can count on me, sir. So, what do you have to say to that, Mr. Wright?
Is it possible the victim's body was moved after he fell into the lantern? No. No, because he had stuff on top of him. Oh, wait, no. Hmm. I would say no, but sorry, Detective, but there's no way the victim's body was moved after his death.
Oh, really? And what makes you so sure?
One look at this here and it should become obvious. Now, is that like blood pooling in his hands? I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to be pointing at. What proves the victim's body had not been moved? I would think the stuff on top of it.
Take that!
Those broken bits of the lantern.
Yes, if the body had been moved after the fact, these fragments would have fallen off of it. But as you can clearly see, they're lying perfectly undisturbed on top of the body. See, I kind of take issue with that a little bit. Specifically, like, it was my first thought, but if you're insinuating that he fell onto the side of the lantern and that's why it's fucked up like that, shouldn't it be underneath him? This means that the victim must have been lying face up from before the lantern even broke.
You're right. But wait a minute, if that's true, then when was the victim killed? I mean, the lantern was still whole during the reception, right?
Right, which means we just overturned a major assumption about this case. If the victim was already dead before the lantern was even broken, the body must have been inside the lantern since before the reception started. In other words, the defense asserts that the victim was killed before the wedding reception. What? In short, Edgeworth gay. Welcome in, Extra Dizzy. How are you doing? When Miss Wyatt was seen standing in front of the body after the reception, it wasn't the moment just after the murder was committed. It was the moment she happened to discover the body, just as Miss Wyatt claims.
Objection!
Oh my god, you sound so weird, Edgeworth. Whether the act was committed before or after the reception is entirely inconsequential. After all, it was the defendant who prepared the reception hall for the event in question. Therefore, when the murder occurred changes nothing with regards to her guilt. She could have killed the victim before the reception, as you claim, and then tried to hide his body in the lantern after the event ended.
Objection!
Yeah, sorry, I don't have on-screen follow, like, messages. But yeah, how are you doing, Extra Dizzy? And thank you for the follow. Sorry, but that doesn't make any sense. I mean, where would the body have been during the reception in your scenario? Wow. Dyslexic-ass brain is not reading. That's... Even you have to admit, Mr. Edgeworth, that this has opened up a new possibility. Alright, been waiting to follow for a while. Do explain, Mr. Wright. Well, if Miss Wyatt didn't commit the crime in the reception hall long enough to get 2K channel points. Well, I'm glad that you have enjoyed my streams enough to hang out for long enough to get 2K channel points. Also, Oomst has pinged me. Ah, okay. That's fair. Well, if Miss Wyatt didn't commit the crime in the reception hall, then that means someone somewhere put the victim's body into the lantern. I suppose that makes sense. A dead body couldn't have put itself in there. Exactly, Your Honor. In other words... Just left the tab open over time. If the murder actually occurred before the reception, it opens up the possibility that... most of these are true. Confident save. He was killed somewhere else. If the body was hidden inside the lantern, then it's possible the body was moved along with it from somewhere else.
Oh, you're right.
You can run your mouth of yours all you want. But do you have any evidence to support what's coming out of it, Mr. Wright? Of course I do. And the answer lies in what piece of evidence, or in that piece of evidence, and in something that was left at the crime scene that will point us to where the victim was really killed. Very well, Mr. Wright. In that case, what proves that the lantern and the body were moved from somewhere else? There's... okay.
Take that!
Oh, come on. I did it backwards. Ugh. This proves that the murder took place somewhere other than the reception hall. I'm afraid I can't say I follow.
That piece of evidence won't help you make your point, Nick.
Yet another pointless piece of evidence from a senseless attorney. Fine, so this piece wasn't convincing enough. There must be something else that would be easier for the judge to understand. That's dumb. That should have counted. Is it gonna be the crime picture again? Okay, is it this?
The photo of the victim again.
Yes. I'd like the court to focus on this thing right here.
Take that!
Flower petals, Mr. Wright?
Enhance. These petals are from a kind of flower that were not present in the reception hall. This means they must have gotten into the lantern when it was somewhere else. And just where do you propose this somewhere else to be, Mr. Wright? I propose that this piece of evidence will tell us where the flower petals came from. Cool. Now it's this.
Take that!
Please take a look at the flowers in this picture of the hold. Notice how their petals are of the same shape as the petals in the crime scene photo. Yes, I see. They do look to be from the same kind of flower.
Objection!
Is that really all you've got? A flower is a flower is a flower. They're all the same. I would hardly call what you presented compelling evidence. I'm afraid I couldn't disagree with you more, Mr. Edgeworth. I gave a flower of this type to my lovely wife when we were young, or once when we were young. Edgeworth is such a smarmy dickhead. I love that man. Yeah, same. Oh, I can assure you that this is very meaningful and compelling evidence indeed. Soundness of my judgment in this matter is backed by nothing less than pure love. This is definitely foreplay for Phoenix and Edgeworth, 100%. This is like sex for them. But your honor. Let it go, Mr. Edgeworth. I had to fucking brace myself. I was fully expecting Phoenix to say let it go and move on, and I was about to be really upset. Let it go, Mr. Edgeworth. It's clear you don't know much about flowers. It's not like you'd have anyone you'd actually give any to, after all. Maybe you should study up on them, just in case the opportunity presents itself. Ugh. This from the man who only knows the names of 3 types of flowers. That's hardly relevant to the case at hand. The defense asserts that it's highly probable that the victim was killed in the hold. If the body was then placed in a lantern and moved to the reception hall for some reason. Really called Edgeworth bitchless? Yeah. It would completely destroy the prosecution's case.
Then, you mean the body was...
Yes, the victim's body was inside the lantern during the entire beautiful wedding reception, while the defendant and her betrothed were celebrating their love. What?
Objection!
Yeah, exactly. How are you doing, Humongous? Your smooth talk might work on his honor, but it won't work on me. What are you talking about now? Take another look at all the evidence, and you'll soon see what I mean. Wish you would just tell me already. Detective Sky, I'm sure you've already figured out what I'm talking about, correct?
Of course, sir. Mr. Wright is the only one here who hasn't. Why don't you leave this one to me, Mr. Edgeworth?
Very well. Let's see what you can do. Detective Sky, please give your testimony to this court.
The victim could not have been killed before the reception. The autopsy report states that the estimated time of death was after the reception. And that estimated time of death is correct. There's no way it could be wrong. It's clear that Mr. Gloomsbury was killed after the reception. And that completely contradicts your claim.
Guess so. Tell me you took at least a cursory glance at the autopsy report, Mr. Wright. It appears you've grown rusty since our last outing. Might I suggest you go back and brush up on the basics? Sure, though I must say, you're as cocky as ever, Mr. Edgeworth. I beg your pardon.
What are you trying to say, Mr. Wright?
I'm just saying that I'll go back to the basics if that's what Mr. Edgeworth wants. I'll prove how badly he's underestimating me with a good old-fashioned cross-examination. Very well, let's see you put your money where your mouth is, Mr. Wright.
Hold it!
You sound pretty certain. Must have some solid grounds for making that claim, right? This sounds so incredibly homoerotic. Yeah. There's a part in, I think it's Dual Destinies where Phoenix calls Edgeworth daddy. You sound pretty certain. You must have some solid grounds for making that claim, right?
Of course I do. And you're gonna feel silly when I show you what they are. Ready? Feast your eyes on this.
Do I have the autopsy report? I do have the autopsy report. Cerebral hemorrhage from strong blow to the head. One contusion was found at the back of the head, one on the side. Blows were caused by the same weapon. Your messages seem to arrive late. The chat box is on a slight delay. Like, the chat box up above me is at a slight delay. I think it's like a 30-second delay. I can still read chat, like, as soon as you send it. You also might have stream delay. Because up until recently, I had really shitty internet that couldn't do good streams. Actually, speaking of which, I need to, fuck around and see if I can, stream at 1080p now. I might actually be able to stream at full 1080 now instead of having to stream at 720.
The autopsy report states that the estimated time of death was after the reception. I read green text again. Shit.
I've read the autopsy report too, you know.
Then you don't need me to explain it to you, right? How there's no way the victim could have been killed before the reception, I mean.
Detective Sky, I think you've overlooked something big.
I have?
Why don't you take another look at the evidence?
But I've already looked at all the evidence. And quite carefully too, I'll have you know.
Detective Sky, do not be taken by his verbal antics. He's simply bluffing as always.
Right, sir.
Okay. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm so glad that I actually took the time to go get more tea before I started stream today, because holy fuck, my voice would have been absolutely shredded by this point if I wasn't drinking tea. Thank you for the head pat.
Hold it!
Is it possible that the culprit did something to obscure the real time of death?
No, not in this case. There was no snow or anything to keep the body from decomposing. And there's no fridge on that airship big enough to fit a body into.
Already checked into that, I see.
It all comes down to the estimated time of death, doesn't it? Couldn't the killer mess with the victim's time of death by keeping the body on ice?
Yeah, if they had the means to. Prosecution is treating the estimated time of death as an absolute. But is it really?
I take it you don't think it is, huh, Nick? In that case, we're gonna have to find a way to convince them otherwise.
Yeah, there's gotta be a way somehow. I just realized that was... I did almost that entire Maya bit with Emma's voice instead. Confidence.
Objection!
Shouldn't have had confidence. Welcome in, Paz Gersezik? Gersezik? Welcome in. I hope that you're doing good. Yeah, welcome in, Pan. Present the badge, say I'm a lawyer. Yeah, that's like my whole bit. It's just I am a lawyer. Me am lawyer, client innocent, yeah. Oh my god, are we? I am a lawyer. I've heard nothing but bad things about that show, but like out of context, that clip is kind of funny. Okay, so I don't know how they would go about doing it, but they did have dry ice on the thing. They could have stuffed the body in the fog machine. Terrible autism representation. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I kind of want to send the fog machine. Bet Miles and Wright get noise complaints. 100%. That's just correct. Because like you hear like you just hear muffled like objection. I haven't played the investigations games yet, but one of the things that Miles could say is like one of the text box things is just Eureka.
Objection!
Yeah, I did actually think correctly. I admit the estimated time of death does contradict my theory.
Finally! And that means that your theory that the victim was killed before the reception
Is still entirely plausible.
Huh? What makes you think that?
The killer could have falsified the time of death by using a certain item in the reception hall. Please take a look at this. What is that contraption, Mr. Wright? It's a gun. Merry Christmas, Your Honor. It's a fog machine, Your Honor, used to create a special romantic atmosphere in the hall. This machine could have been used to falsify the time of death. Wait a minute. If they're making the fog in this out of dry ice, doesn't that mean that... Isn't that dangerous? Like, really dangerous? If they're causing that amount of fog? Because, like, if it's the vapor coming off of dry ice, that's just CO2. And this machine could have been used to falsify the time of death. Think it's liquid nitrogen you're thinking? No, like dry ice, yeah, dry ice is frozen CO2. Who cares? Atmosphere is more important. I was thinking like, isn't it dangerous? Because if you've got it in like an enclosed space without airflow, it can build up and yeah, who cares? It's all about the aesthetic, yeah. But like CO2 can like build up. And so you might end up not having breathable air. That's my thought. I might just be factually incorrect about that, but this machine could have been used to falsify the time of death. This is the third time you've read this line. Yes, Your Honor, because this machine uses dry ice to perform its magic. Dry ice. Ah, yes, the super cold stuff commonly used to make theatrical fog, right? Oh, is it? I see. So your claim is that dry ice was used to keep the body cold. Okay, maybe I'm just being stupid.
Oh. In that case, I guess the victim could have been killed before the reception.
Order in this court. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do you have to say about this development? The victim was killed in the hold before the wedding reception. No, the wife is who we're defending. The prosecution acknowledges the possibility of this claim. Now we're getting somewhere. The prosecution would also like to thank you, Mr. Wright. Huh? Or what? I didn't know how a certain piece of evidence fit into this case. But now, thanks to you, I do. What piece of evidence? To get into the hold, one needs a keycard like this one. And here we have the record of those who entered the hold with such keycards. Of course, Pierce, of course he showed up before. The times aren't specified, but these are the last 3 entries on the day of the murder. And as you can see, the last person to enter the hold on that day was the defendant. What? One who moved the body out of the hold must have been... That's right. It was none other than the defendant.
Hey, Nick, take a look at this entry record. There are a couple of other names on here besides Ellen's.
Hey, you're right. According to the entry record, Mr. Edgeworth, Pierce Nickety had also gone into the hold. Isn't it possible that he could have been the culprit?
Objection!
Sorry, but Mr. Nickety was escorting a few of the guests at the time. I'm sure they would be happy to testify to that fact if you'd like. Think me cocky all you like, Mr. Wright, but my confidence is rarely misplaced. Think me cocky, Mr. Wright. You'll be calling me cocky later tonight. His objection sounds so deep. Yeah, it's really weird, because, like, it doesn't sound even remotely close to his original trilogy objection soundbite. Or even his Investigations one, unless they changed it in the HD collection. Sounds more like Godot. Yeah. Ugh. Now then, it's probably safe to assume that after killing the victim in the hold, the defendant moved his body to the hall in order to dispose of it discreetly. What do you mean by discreetly? The defendant volunteered to take care of the reception's cleanup personally. That means she would have had the chance to dispose of anything in any way she wanted, including taking the lantern off the airship without raising any suspicion. Don't tell me you didn't know about Miss Wyatt volunteering for cleanup duty, Mr. Wright.
For my last task as servant of the Sprocket household, I offered to take on the preparation and cleanup of the reception banquet.
I see. Ah. Look at you, sweating buckets like a rookie, even after all these years. Nevertheless, thank you for proving that the only person who could have killed the victim in the hold is Ellen Wyatt. Ah! Job, Phoenix. Now we're back to square one. Tisk, 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 Mr. Wright. I can't click my tongue. Actually, that does kind of pick up, doesn't it? Perhaps you should ask Miss Sykes for some help in reviewing Defense for Dummies. Shut up, my sweating is a hereditary issue. Edgeworth, you can't tell me to stop sweating. It's both hot in here and it's also just you.
Oh, way to go, sir. You've got Mr. Wright in a cold sweat.
I wonder if maybe the premise of seeing that miserable look, or the promise of seeing that miserable look on his face, is what brought me back to court today. It certainly made all of my stress and woes as chief prosecutor just melt away.
I guess he had a lot of stress built up.
Give him something to stress over before we're through today. We have suits on and we don't have an AC. I'm gonna peel my suit off when we leave, yeah. Your Honor, the prosecution asks that you render your verdict at this time. Before that man over there tries to throw the court into chaos with his meaningless bluffs. I see, Mr. Wright. Are there any last meaningful bluffs you'd like to present to this court? Why does he have to assume it'll be a bluff?
Nick, hurry up and throw a good one out there.
I will. Well, alright then. Let's see. I've got it. How do you know it was Miss Wyatt who used her keycard? After all, if it turns out that somebody else used her card, it would mean that Miss Wyatt didn't do it. Interesting. Are you able to prove this bluff to be true? I assure you I'm not bluffing, Your Honor. Well, now what?
Oh, wait a minute, Nick. I can think of a certain somebody who might have used Ellen's keycard.
You can?
Remember? The one who was sneaking around the hold, in spite of not being a family member.
Oh, that's right. Your Honor, the defense would like to call a certain witness to the stand. I need the testimony of this person who may have entered the hold with Miss Wyatt's card. I just realized, why is everybody's... Wait, they didn't even give Larry, like, a proper anime-style portrait. This is just a screenshot of his 3D model.
Take that!
That's your witness? Are you saying that numbskull was on the airship? He never breathed a word about that to me. That's not surprising, because Mr. Nickety told him to keep quiet about it. Thank you for the hydrate, Bella. But Mr. Butts himself admitted it to me. He claimed to have found a way to sneak onto the Flying Chapel's hold, or into the Flying Chapel's hold to see Miss Wyatt. This photo he took and gave to me as proof. Then it was he who moved... Or was it he who moved the lantern with the body inside to the reception hall? You know as well as I that with him anything is possible. And this is one possibility we should definitely look into. I can't believe this. What in the world is he doing mixed up in all this? Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. Remember what we've been saying since elementary school? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Exactly. Ugh, that Larry, he'll pay for this. Wild card, bitches! Well, if you want to extract your payment now, he's right up there in the gallery. Yikes! Bailiff, seize the witness before he makes a run for it.
No! Why does this stuff always happen to me?
Sorry, Larry, but you brought this on yourself. Let us break for a 15-minute recess. I ask that both sides prepare for the next witness's testimony during this time. Larry's gonna destroy the court with his antics. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wow. It's been a while since I've had this much fun and excitement. A face-off against Mr. Edgeworth. A harrowing tightrope rope for the defense.
Ew, I'm exhausted already.
Boss. I'm here for moral support.
Athena, are you all done practicing for Trucy's magic show?
Well, to be perfectly honest, I sort of ran away. But that's because she was putting my life in danger, I tell you.
I see. I think I'll need to have a one-on-one with her. You're really athletic and fit, Athena, so Trucy probably thinks she can run you ragged.
That may be true. Which is why not even Trucy can keep up with me when I run at full speed. Looks like you spoke too soon, Athena. Never underestimate the resourcefulness of a great magician. Huh? Magical girl Trucy Wright is on the scene.
You're encroaching on my brand here, Trucy. I love you, but you're encroaching on my brand.
No. Now, Athena, it's time to
I just read ahead on the. Oh my god. I partially read through. I read to time to practice human, and then I read ahead to combustion magic, and I was like, excuse me, what the fuck? Trucy is a stronger brand. Yeah. I'm coming for it, though. Human combustion magic is like my ultimate spell, blood explosion spell.
Now, Athena, it's time to practice human combustion magic. Go on, douse yourself in this gasoline.
Oh my god. Rosie, you can vouch for this. This is some shit that Viv and I would come up with. Like, this is some shit that we would throw out there as a joke. Like with the mascara beast.
Go on, douse yourself in this gasoline. But don't worry, it's a magic trick after all, so it's perfectly safe. Run away. Hey, you're not getting off that easily.
I hope I wasn't peeking out my mic with the Trucy lines.
They get along so well, don't they? It reminds me of the good old days. You, me, and Pearly. Oh, and Detective Gumshoe.
Detective Gumshoe mentioned?
Can't forget him. We had all kinds of fun at the crime scenes back then, remember?
You made to do all the serious investigating, as I recall. Board will be back in session, or will soon be back in session, Mr. Wright. Right, thank you. Common Dick Gumshoe W, yeah.
So, Larry's the next witness, right? I can't wait to see what happens.
Sadly, I can already imagine it. Now, we just gotta wait for Ace Attorney 7 or Ace Attorney Investigations 3, and then we'll see Dick Gumshoe again. I hold out hope that Ace Attorney 7 will eventually come. Board will now reconvene. It's really interesting because it seems like Capcom is working on something Ace Attorney-wise, because they've just finished porting everything other than the Layton crossover to modern hardware. And so I feel like they're porting everything so they can then capitalize on it. Probably died from starvation because he only eats cup noodles. Yeah, probably.
Gumshoe was a good man.
He isn't dead. You just haven't seen him in 10 years. Dick will be the victim of the first case. Oof. Court will now reconvene. Okay. Unironically, I really, really want Ace Attorney 7 to have Athena as its main, like, lawyer. Like, don't get me wrong, Phoenix can still be there. I don't think Apollo would be there because of where he ended up at the end of this game. But Phoenix can still be there. Just make Phoenix, like... Make Phoenix the helper. Like, the Mia character. Don't kill Phoenix off, but make Phoenix like Athena's Mia, if that makes sense. Board will now reconvene.
Nick, edgy. You two are you gonna hang me out to dry, aren't you?
No, not the both of us. Just Mr. Right.
Nick, how could you?
I don't really think he did it, of course, but I've got to use whatever leads I can. Sort of like helping the new guard. Yeah, exactly. Have Phoenix be like the mentor figure, and like have him as like somebody that Athena can bounce ideas off of, sort of deal. Does that make sense? Because that way you can kind of reconcile a little bit of the Dual Destinies Phoenix with the Apollo Justice like mastermind Phoenix? With the like Apollo Justice mastermind Phoenix, but like basically make Phoenix closer. Like don't put him, you can put him in as like, you know, the counsel for the defense or whatever, but I feel like it would work better if Athena had like, you know, oh, you could throw Trucy as her assistant. You could have Phoenix being her assistant. You could have fucking Blackquill be her assistant, because the Phoenix or the Athena Blackquill case in this game is amazing and I love it. Mr. Butts, there's a possibility you moved the lantern that had the dead body in it. So if you want to clear yourself of any suspicion, all you have to do is testify. Now then, your testimony, please, witness.
Nick, you big fat stinking jerk! How could you doubt your best bud? We've known each other since elementary school. Well, get this, pal. Our friendship is over.
Well, go ahead, Mr. Wright. He's all yours.
Why me?
You're the one who called him to the stand, so he's your responsibility. Thanks, old chum.
Can any of you show me a little respect? Even just a shred?
You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. I would if there were any testimony to cross-examine. Okay, unfortunately, that is going to have to be where I end off for tonight. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. I will be continuing this tomorrow. We'll be doing Turnabout Time Traveler until we're done with it, and then we'll be going back to Xenoblade X. Provided that I feel like I've had enough time away from Xenoblade X. As much as I've been loving it, I do want to give myself time to, you know, breathe, because Xenoblade X is a massive game, and I'm like, I feel like if I gung-ho on it anymore, I'm gonna burn out. Aw, thank you, Dizzy.
I'm really glad that you enjoy my voices. It's always really flattering having people react to it and compliment me on it.
You want to know who would be a really, you want to know who would be an out of left field pick for a returning character, but it would be really neat? Bring back Franziska just out of nowhere. It doesn't even fit with the, like, Athena Sykes Ace Attorney idea, but, like, fuck, I want to see Franziska again. She's even got that dangling plot thread of the card from Ace Attorney 2 that never got brought up in Ace Attorney 3, and it makes me mad. God, doing Franziska's voice is so much fun. I've been playing Ace Attorney like 2 with a friend of mine on and off. We were supposed to do it yesterday, but we did we did Monster Hunter because we needed a break. But doing Franziska's voice is like so much fun. It's shitty German accent, but it's like,
Well then, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
but yeah, give me just a sec and we will find someone to raid. I don't have a voice trainer. I'm self-taught. I need like now I want to pull up like a proper Franziska line to like demonstrate. I'm genuinely looking for fucking Franziska von Carboth. For the first half you were here, you thought I was the second person doing voices. That's very flattering. Oh, there's one of the Franziska lines that I really like is the
Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry. Are you still by chance evolving?
It's not a great German accent, but like I try my best and it sounds good enough. Let's see who there is to raid. But yeah, I should be back with more of this tomorrow. Exclamation point Discord if you want to join the Discord. Exclamation point socials if you want to check out the VODs channel. Is that a hydrate? I can't read that behind the raid window. It was a hydrate. You're lucky, Dizzy. That was literally the last sip of tea. You know what? Let's go poke Sin. Sin is playing Medieval. But yeah, I hope to see you tomorrow for the continuation of Turnabout Time Traveler. Other than that, have a good one and take care, everyone.